Happy Monday, first grade. We are reading another fairy tale. And unlike the ones that we read last week when there was a prince or a princess or some sort of royal character, this is still a fairy tale, just without that element. There is some silly characters, some animals dressed up. They're talking, there's a problem, there's some things that don't seem quite so real. And I know you've actually heard this story before, but it's been told a different way here. And this one's a little bit sillier. And I'll go ahead and get started. It's called Goldie and the Three Hares. Hare is another word for a bunny. If you know anything about Miss Polini, you know I don't like bunnies. I think they're scary. I don't know why. But these ones aren't so scary. They're good bunnies. This book is written by Margie Palatini. I like that name. Illustrated by Jack E. Davis. So let's go ahead and start reading. All right. Papa Hare, Mama Hare, and little baby Hare, also known as Bunny, were enjoying a quiet, peaceful, lovely day at home and down their rabbit hole. Thump, bump, kaboom, kaboom. That was not quiet or peaceful. Get me out of here! And that didn't sound lovely. What was that? Said Papa and Mama. Quick to the door ran Bunny. A foot, he cried, peeking through the tiny window. A big little foot that belongs to a big little girl who fell down our rabbit hole and landed splat on our door stoop. I said, get me out of here. The hares hopped right over to help. What happened? Asked Papa Hare. How did you get here? Asked Mama Hare. Who are you? Asked Bunny. This is an interesting picture. Questions, questions, questions. Can't you see this head of hair? I'm Goldilocks. I was chased through the woods by 3 bears. I fell down your rabbit hole, and let me tell you, that first step is a Lulu. And now my little foot is big and swollen, and I can't get out. Papa, Mama, and little baby Hare watched the big little foot grow bigger by the minute. There was just no way now to get you-know-who up and out of the rabbit hole without that fat foot swelling. Well, they all couldn't just stay there watching the foot, so the 3 hares helped the big little girl into their house. Watch that, Tootsie, don't muss the hare. The 3 hares huffed and puffed and carried her to Papa Hare's chair. Wait, stop, this chair looks too hard. They huffed and puffed and carried her to Mama Hare's chair. Wait, stop, this chair looks too soft. They huffed and puffed and stared at baby Hare's chair. Don't even go there, I'll take the couch. Which she did, with both feet up on the cushions. Now this is just right. Not really. Mama didn't allow shoes on the sofa. But there she sat, all settled in, big shoe and all. I told you to fix that Lulu up a first step, muttered Mama to Papa. And with the big little girl even more settled in, with 3 pillows and her shoe up on the sofa, Bunny sat down to read his book. Mama went back to her knitting, and Papa went to fix that Lulu of a first step. Haven't we forgotten something here, like a blanket? I need a blanket. Too scratchy, too itchy, too big, too little, too hot. Way too skimpy. Actually, I prefer cashmere. And somebody turn up the heat, will you? Okay, where's the clinkers? Who got the remote? What? No cable? You, baby bunny ears, go stand by the TV so I can get a better picture. Perfect. Don't move a muscle. Goldilocks is very, very demanding. Let's see. Oh dear, said Mama. I don't believe Bunny can stay like that for very long. I think it's like a snore. Let's see. Sure enough, when the big little girl awoke, her tummy was growling. I'm starving here. Bring on the snacks. Mama Hare came from the kitchen carrying a cup of carrot juice, 2 spinach pies, and 5 steamed Brussels sprouts. The 3 hares tried their very best not to grin big, broad, toothy grins. Their plan was working perfectly. Then the big little girl picked up a sprout. Huh. I love veggies. Toss me some arugula. The big little girl not only had all their pillows, best blankets, and her shoe up on the sofa, but now she was eating them out of house, home, and every vegetable, including the carrot tops. So the bunnies thought, ha, maybe if we make her some healthy food, like carrot juice and spinach pies, maybe she would, want to leave. Did that work? No, no, no. Papa sighed. Now what? Mama had a dandy idea. We'll invite the neighbors for a visit. With the hare house being so small, the neighbors being so many, and you know who being so large, certainly the big little girl would not want to stay there where it was so cramped and crowded. Company, I love parties. Which one of you bunnies bought the artichoke dip? This called for desperate measures. It was time to bring in Sherman. So these bunnies are trying to fix their problem, right? Is it working so far? Nope. They tried the veggies. They tried having a party. Goldilocks. No one cleared a room quite like he did. That's Sherman. And when Sherman showed, sure enough, everyone made a swift beeline for the door, except for, well, you know who. This stinks, said little baby hare. I don't understand it, said Mama Hare, holding her nose. How could she still be here? Wondered Papa with his eyes smarting. Achoo, achoo. I can't breathe. My nose is all stuffy and I can't smell a thing. I think I caught a cold from this dafty rabbit hole. I gotta get to bed and stay there until I get all better. Baby Hare saw the big little girl eyeing his just right little bed. I've had it, said Bunny, speed dialing. I'm calling the bears. The bears? She's like, oh my gosh, look at this picture. Gotta go. Goodbye. So long. See you. Arrivederci, rabbits. The big little girl with the big swollen foot scooted out of the hare house without even an achoo and ran up the rabbit hole, past that Lulu of a first step, and the 3 hares went back to enjoying a quiet, peaceful, lovely day at home in their rabbit hole. Thump, bump, kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Bunny peeked through the tiny window. Oh no! It's another big little foot that belongs to another big little girl who fell down our rabbit hole and landed splat on our doorstep. Pardon me, I say, has anyone seen a white rabbit lately? I have got to fix that Lulu of a first step. Who is it here that stumbled into the hare's garden? Does anyone know? Comment in the comments to see if you know who this fairy tale character is. Very silly story, right? I'm not sure where the term Lulu comes from, but it's basically, I know they're talking about like a loose step that maybe is easy to slip on. Um, but I will be adding some questions to the Google Doc and an anchor chart. So please check out the Google Doc, answer those questions. I will be looking at the Google Doc, and when teachers are calling, I'm hoping we can go over some of the answers with you. So make sure you're doing that work. If you have any questions or if you like the book, please comment and let me know. Thanks, guys.